In this video, we will be making a clay coil pot. This is a simple method of rolling out thin, snake-like coils and forming them around a base. After kneading the clay, to remove the air bubbles and make it more flexible, you can create the base by pressing the clay into a disc shape, then rolling it out with either a rolling pin or a tall, thin cup or bottle. Here, I'm placing the base on a small piece of wood just to make it easier to pick up and work on. Now I'm making the base into a circle shape using a cookie cutter. You can also trace around a jar lid using a plastic or butter knife just as easily. I'm also adding parchment paper underneath to keep it from sticking to the wood. Now I'm using the clay slip I made from the last video and applying it with a brush to smooth the surface of the base. I'm repeating the process on the other side of the base and all along the edges, and smoothing all the areas with my fingers. Next, it's time to make the coils. You'll remember this simple method when you used to make long, thin snakes from Play-Doh. Clay can be a little more stubborn when you try to roll it out into a coil. Sometimes you have to stop and press it to keep the coil evenly balanced. As the coil gets longer, it gets harder to roll and manage. Simply pull it apart into two pieces and continue to roll the smaller piece. Adding slip can make the rolling process work easier. Alternate the rolling, pressing, and brushing of the slip until you achieve the coil look you want. Now, let's attach the coil to the base. Using my needle tool, I'm scoring or scratching the surface of the clay where I want to attach the coils. You can also use a toothpick or even a pencil to score with. Adding the slip on top of the scored area will act like glue to ensure that the coil will attach to the base. You also have to score along one side of the coil before you place it on the base. Flip the coil over so both scored sides touch and firmly press the coil against the base. You'll need to cut the excess off with a plastic or butter knife. Press down again on the coil, then begin scoring the top of the coil to prepare it for the next layer. You can make as many layers of coils as you want, depending on how tall you want your pot. Take the leftover coil you cut off and use it first. Remember, it is already scored and ready for attaching. Then take the other coiled piece you broke off earlier and add some slip to it. Roll it out to match the thickness of the first coil. Repeat the process of rolling, pressing, and brushing of the slip as you did before. Notice I had to break off part of it again. Now I'm going to score the surface of this coil and add slip, preparing it to attach to the already forming coil pot. I also did some additional scoring of the edges where the new coils themselves had to attach to each other. Here is a good view of how the sides look as the coils are laying on top of each other. This is still in a very fragile condition because of the gaps in between, so we need to smooth all the coils together to create a solid, secure surface. Using my wooden loop tool, I'm smoothing the sides, pressing the coils together. It seemed to work better when I smoothed the coils up and down, then side to side. Repeat what you did for the inside of the coil pot. As I'm continuing to smooth the coils, I'm at a cross point of what I want to do next. Do I want to add more coils to make my pot taller? Or do I want to start making a decorative level to my pot? You also get to make this choice. First, I will score the top of the coil in preparation of what I'm adding next. I've decided I will make a double spiral-like design with the coils, so I'm rolling the remainder piece just a bit thinner. To start the decorating coil option, I'm going to curl one end around into a spiral design and then repeat the design in an opposite way on the other end. I'm brushing on slip as I go to avoid any cracks in the design. After placing it temporarily on the coil pot to see where it will attach, now I know where I need to score the bottom of the spiral design. I then press and hold it firmly to the pot and use my tool to smooth the area where they will attach. I need to also smooth where they are attaching from the inside of the bowl. Now I need to prepare a whole new coil to repeat this process at least 3 to 4 more times.